Every morning my alarm clock rings at 6 o'clock. I wake up and stretch. I get up and have a shower. After that, I'm going to the kitchen to prepare breakfast for me and my parents. Oranges, coffee, toast with butter or jam. Next, I go to the bathroom to brush my teeth. After this, I get dressed, then I prepare my bag to go to high school. In my bag, I have my books of math, English and science, the correspondence notebook and my pens. Finally, I take my bag and leave home. It's 7:30 in the morning. The student is late again. He wakes up, takes very short breakfast with coffee and one toast, with Nutella of course. He goes to brush his teeth and hair. Brush, brush, hurry up, Stefan, you can do it. Now he has 3 minutes to prepare his bag and get dressed. Okay, now he is ready to go to high school. He grabs his bag and he runs out of this flat. He closes the door with his key and he runs downstairs. Hurry up, you will be late for your first lesson of the day.
This is the school group. Here is the high school. The head has his office next to the secretariat in the playground. There are around 1,500 students altogether. There are 2 gymnasiums, one big gymnasium and a little gymnasium. There are 1 nursery school, 1 primary school, 1 professional high school and a high school. There is a self-service restaurant in the common room of the high school and another school restaurant. The students like the self-service because the food is good. Finally, it's a big private high school.
During the French lesson, we listen to the teacher and we take notes. We have personal work and group work, debate, research. We study French literature, theater. In French, for example, we have seen a play at the theater. During the English lesson, we have to speak English and it's very difficult because ideas come in French. But we learn English to speak with people from other countries. In English, we often do oral work, sometimes in groups. For example, we have written this text in groups.
When we arrive in the common room, we underline our name on the paper. When we can help ourselves because the food is already in the common room in a big fridge. We take the first course. When there are a lot of people downstairs, we can go upstairs. It's quite noisy, but if there is not a lot of people, we can eat downstairs in front of the television. When we want or without the TV. When we have finished, we clear our table and throw the garbage. The leftover on the recycled thing. Finally, we go out.
One student is hanging out in the city center for lunchtime. We can choose where we have lunch in Cluses. We have a lot of choice. For example, we can have a kebab for €4.50 or you can go in Moment du Pain for €6. We can sit in the restaurant or near the fountains in front of the town hall. We can go to the Carpanos Center where there is grass and trees. It's very pleasant. After we eat, we must throw rubbish in dustbin. When we finish, we return to school to work. It's a place in front of the town hall where you can sit down on a bench. It's in the center of Cluses. At the end of the year, we all gather and we have shaving foam battles. It's so much fun. We can see the Carpanos. This place is always full of students when they haven't got class or have free time. There is a lot of grace. We can bring food and eat on the Capano. We can meet new people. There is a great museum about the local industry.
When we have a free time, some of us go out in town and others stay in our study room. There are computers, internet and dictionaries in free access to work. It's the place for all information about the teacher and the high school life. The people who stay must work and not make much noise. There are pupils who work in group, others who work alone or with the computer. The student leaves the common room to go in class at 1 p.m. He waits for the teacher to enter the class. After the last lesson of the afternoon, he leaves high school at 6 p.m. after unlocking his bike.
After a very tiring day, the first pupil goes in his bedroom and starts his homework on his desk. For tomorrow, he has to prepare an English test, learn a math lesson, and do live chemist exercise.
When he comes back home, he starts his homework immediately. In France, we have a lot of homework after school. Especially, we have lots of math. Our homework lasts around 1 hour and a half.
Instead of doing his homework, he watches and says yes on TV. The series starts at 9 p.m. There are 3 episodes and they finish at 11 p.m.